The goat who delivered love in the cheerful village of Nkonkansa, where the sun rose like fried plantain and gossip traveled faster than motorbikes, there lived a young man named Kofi who had two serious problems. First, he was in love. Second, everyone knew it except the woman he loved. Her name was Amma, and she sold the best puff puff in the market. People said her puff puff was so soft that even angry aunties became polite after one bite. Kofi bought puff puff from Amma every morning, not because he was hungry, but because love had turned his brain into porridge. "One puff puff, please," Kofi would say, sweating like a man carrying a refrigerator. Amma would smile. "Only one?" "Yes," Kofi replied. "I am watching my health." Then he would buy 6 more from the next stall and eat them behind a mango tree. Kofi's best friend Kwame was tired of watching this nonsense. "My brother," Kwame said one afternoon, "you have been buying puff puff for 8 months. At this point, you are not courting Amma. You are sponsoring her flower business." Kofi sighed. "I don't know what to say to her. Say, Amma, I love you. Simple." Kofi shook his head. "What if she says no?" Kwame patted him on the shoulder. "Then you will cry, recover, and finally save money on puff puff." But Kofi was not convinced. Now in Nkonkansa, the most respected person was not the chief, the pastor, or even the head teacher. It was Auntie Essie, a woman who knew everyone's business before they did. If a baby kicked inside the womb, Auntie Essie could tell whether the child would become a doctor or disturb the family. Auntie Essie saw Kofi staring at Amma from behind a pile of yams and clicked her tongue. "This boy," she said, "is suffering from romantic malaria." That evening, she called him to her courtyard. "Kofi," she said, "you like Amma." Kofi nearly fell off his stool. "Me? Amma? No, Auntie. I only admire her entrepreneurship." Auntie Essie narrowed her eyes. "Your ears are sweating." Kofi touched his ears. "They are not sweating. They are shining with lies." Kofi gave up. "Yes, Auntie, I love her." "Good. Tomorrow is the village harvest festival. You will tell her there." "At the festival?" Kofi gasped. "In front of people?" "No, behind the baobab tree. I am not trying to kill you." Kofi nodded nervously. The next morning, the village prepared for the festival. Drums sounded, children ran everywhere, women cooked, men argued about football, and goats behaved like unpaid security guards. Kofi dressed in his finest shirt, the one he saved for weddings, funerals, and serious emotional matters. He carried a small basket of mangoes for Amma because Kwame told him romance required gifts. Unfortunately, romance in Nkonkansa also required surviving goats. A stubborn goat named General Trouble saw Kofi's mango basket and decided it was a military target. General Trouble was famous in the village. He had eaten laundry, chased a visiting politician, and once interrupted church by walking to the pulpit during prayer. Kofi saw the goat approaching. "No," Kofi whispered. "Not today." General Trouble lowered his head. Kofi ran. The goat chased him through the market, past the palm wine cellar, around the chief's chair, and directly into Amma's puff puff stand. Flour flew into the air like festival snow. Puff puff rolled across the ground. Kofi landed face first in a bowl of dough. The whole village went silent. Then Amma burst out laughing. Not small laughter, real laughter. The kind that makes your shoulders shake and your eyes water. Kofi lifted his dough-covered face. "I brought you mangoes." General Trouble calmly ate one from the basket. Amma laughed even harder. Kofi wanted the earth to open and swallow him, but the earth was apparently also enjoying the show. Auntie Essie marched over. "Kofi, is this how you declare love? By becoming bread?" The crowd exploded with laughter. Kofi stood up, wiping dough from his eyebrows. "I had a speech." Amma smiled. "You can still say it." Everyone leaned closer. Kofi looked around at the village, then at the goat, then at Amma. His courage tried to escape, but he grabbed it by the collar. "Amma," he said, "I like you. Actually, I love you. I have loved you for a long time, but every time I try to speak, my mouth becomes dry like old coconut. Your kindness makes my day better. Your smile makes me forget my problems. And your puff puff has ruined my financial planning." The village laughed softly. Amma's smile became gentle. Kofi, she said, I was wondering when you would finally say something. Kofi blinked. You knew. Everyone knew. Even General Trouble bleated. Amma continued. I like you too, but I was not sure if you liked me or just had a puff-puff addiction. Kofi held his chest. Both things can be true. The crowd cheered. Kwame shouted, My brother is free. Auntie Essie wiped a tear from her eye. At last, I can rest. But the festival was not over. The chief announced a cooking contest, and Amma entered her puff-puff. Kofi, eager to help and prove he was more than a dough accident, offered to carry her tray to the judging table. Are you sure? Amma asked. Yes, Kofi said proudly. I am a new man. He lifted the tray. General Trouble appeared again. Kofi froze. The goat stared at the puff-puff. Kofi stared at the goat. The entire village stared at both of them. No, Kofi said firmly. This is not for you. General Trouble took one step forward. Kofi took one step back. Amma whispered, Kofi. I have handled worse, Kofi said. He had not. The goat charged. Kofi spun around, holding the tray high above his head. The goat missed him and crashed into a basket of okra. Children screamed with joy. Someone started drumming faster, turning the disaster into entertainment. Kofi ran in circles around the judging table, while Amma laughed and shouted, Put the tray down. I cannot, Kofi yelled. This is your future. Finally, Kwame threw a cabbage across the field. General Trouble changed direction immediately and chased it like it owed him money. Kofi placed the puff-puff tray on the table and bowed like a hero returning from battle. The judges tasted Amma's puff-puff. The chief closed his eyes. The pastor nodded. The head teacher whispered, This is mathematics. Amma won first prize. The village celebrated, and Kofi danced with such excitement that one of his sandals flew off and landed in Auntie Easy's soup. Auntie Easy looked at the sandal. Then she looked at Kofi. You are lucky love is in the air today, she said. That evening, as the sun turned orange over the village, Kofi and Amma walked together near the baobab tree. The festival noise faded behind them. I'm sorry about your stand, Kofi said. Amma smiled. You made more people come to buy Puff Puff. They wanted to taste the famous dough of love. Kofi laughed. So my embarrassment helped your business? Yes, Amma said. You are very useful. Kofi stood taller. I have many talents. Running from goats, falling into dough, protecting Puff Puff. And telling the truth, Amma added. Kofi became quiet. Amma looked at him kindly. That was my favorite one. For the first time all day, Kofi did not feel nervous. He felt peaceful. So, he said, may I walk you home? Amma nodded. Yes. They walked slowly through Nkonkonsa, passing lanterns, music, and neighbors pretending not to watch them while absolutely watching them. Behind them, General Trouble followed at a distance, chewing the last stolen mango. From that day on, Kofi no longer hid behind the mango tree to eat Puff Puff. He sat proudly at Amma's stall, helping her serve customers and occasionally guarding the basket from goats. A year later, Kofi and Amma married under the same baobab tree where he had planned to confess his love. The whole village attended. Auntie Acey supervised everything. Kwame gave a speech that was too long, and General Trouble arrived wearing a small flower garland, although nobody admitted inviting him. At the wedding feast, Amma served Puff Puff, and Kofi stood to make a toast. My friends, he said, love is like Puff Puff. Everyone leaned in. It is sweet, it takes patience, and sometimes you must fight a goat to protect it. The village laughed and clapped. Amma took his hand, and as the drums played into the warm African night, Kofi realized something wonderful. Sometimes love does not arrive with perfect words, expensive gifts, or serious speeches. Sometimes love arrives covered in flour, chased by a goat, and laughing so hard it becomes impossible to be afraid. And in Nkonkonsa, that was more than enough for a happy ending.